Okay, so I wanted to discuss countries that are actively using AI, artificial intelligence, for immigration matters. This is particularly concerning at this time if they're actively using it, right, which they are. And the reason why I think this is concerning is because AI is not a fully vetted technology. It's fairly new. There are numerous reports of there being errors, issues with AI data, right? So what if there's incorrect adjudication, if there's some, and there have been known reports with some of these adjudications, right? So the countries typically won't care. At the end of the day, even if they make an error, it's not going to affect them. It's going to be some foreigner. They don't care about foreigners as much, right? Some of these countries at least. So you got to be careful with this whole AI business. The other thing is privacy, security, and long-term protection. That's something that you need to keep in mind when you have AI doing its funny business with your data. Few people are going to be okay with it, right? It's not going to affect them. They don't care whatever is happening with their information, which is fine. Good luck to you. But there's certain other kind of people. It's not about doing anything wrong. No one should do anything wrong or anything illegal. It's just about being in possession or being in control of your information, vital personal information, because when there are lawsuits, when there are issues, not the ones that you create, but the ones that countries create, some countries, bad actors, or bad entities, I should say, then you got to be master of at least your own information, right? So I'm going to discuss countries, 4 or 5 countries that are actively using it, and then I'm going to discuss a couple of key countries that have this in the pipeline. They aren't actively using it, but they're exploring the use of AI technology. It's just a matter of time that they're going to launch new AI algorithms as part of their adjudication process. So first, on the list here is Canada. Actively utilizes AI in its express entry system for adjudicating applications such as the skilled worker program, ranking applications based on factors such as education, work experience. They're also trying to play around with the AI for refugee decision making, right? So they want to automate the process, so they have ideas for automating the process. So they are full blown going on AI. Accuracy aside, it's not going to affect them, right? In the worst case scenario, they're going to make a wrong decision. It's going to affect some immigrant, and probably they don't care at this point, right? So Canada is number 1 on the list. Number 2 on the list is, no surprise, Australia. Employs AI for fraud detection in visa applications and border security. The SmartGate system uses facial recognition for automated immigration clearance. The next on the list is Singapore. The Immigration and Checkpoints Authority, which is ICA, uses AI for document verification and risk assessment of visa applications. Now, when I'm discussing these countries and sharing all this information, it's not to discredit any country. They're free to do what they want. This information particularly is important for Plan B seekers and our expat community. So you are aware of the news that matters, what's going on. When you are traveling or when you're doing your immigration, you're making informed decisions. It's nothing wrong or illegal to know these things and make informed decisions, right? It's for the long-term benefit and security of you and your family. So Singapore is 3rd. Number 4 is United Kingdom. Surprisingly, these are all Western nations, mostly, of course, as expected. They came up with the AI. Now they are using the AI. So UK tested an AI-powered visa streaming algorithm, though it faced criticism and was withdrawn due to concern about bias. Estonia is the next one on the list, offers an e-residency program where AI assists with application processing and identity verification. So these are the countries that are actively using AI in their process. And I'm going to discuss a couple of countries that are planning to implement it, right? Copy the others and follow suit. No surprises here. The first one on the list is United States. The Department of Homeland Security is researching AI applications for border security and immigration enforcement. This is not necessarily a bad thing. It could be a good thing. Good for you to be aware of. Next on the list is Chile. Recently implemented an online visa application system with potential for AI integration in future. So these are some of the countries. There are some other countries that are quite fascinated with this whole idea of using AI. So you got to be aware of all of these. Now, what are some of the countries that are safe at this time, right? They aren't really crazy about the whole AI. I don't expect them really to come up with any AI solution anytime soon. So let's take it by continents. If you look at North America, I think Mexico isn't implementing any fancy AI business anytime soon. So that's one safe bet. In Latin America, you have Dominican Republic, you have Brazil, Argentina. Uruguay is a good one. I don't think Uruguay is in the process of implementing any AI. It's a good developed nation, so it has some immigration possibilities. It's a decent option because it has some tax benefits. So that's Latin America's. In Africa's, you really don't have much option. Only a couple of options that even permit dual citizenship, right? The rest of the countries are good. There's nothing wrong with them. Some of them aren't safe. The situation in Africa is not that great. A couple of ones that are even options are Mauritius and South Africa. Again, no AI business at this point in time. In the Middle East, you have a couple of countries that eventually provide citizenship. That's Egypt and Turkey. Again, no AI as part of their CBI or as part of their regular immigration route. In Asia, you have Thailand and Malaysia. You also have Philippines. Asian countries don't lead to citizenship mostly. There are a couple of ones that do. One is Cambodia, and second is Laos, right? Mostly Chinese people are interested in those two citizenships. The biggest reason being that they're rich, right? They have the money. So because of their wealth, they're able to afford those two citizenships. Does that mean that these are not good citizenships for other people? Absolutely not. These are beautiful, vital options. Don't jump up and down saying that they have weak passports, it's no good, etc. That's absolute bullshit. If you understand what Plan B means, it means all these countries, right? Cambodia, Laos, Dominican Republic, maybe Brazil. Of course, Brazil is an interesting one. It's a big country, right? It's chaotic, but it's big. So Brazil has some unique advantages. Argentina is good from an opportunity perspective. Of course, it's safe in the sense in terms of investments. I think it's safe at this point in time. In terms of crime, it's much better than Brazil. You can actually go and live there practically. Brazil, you can live there, but you got to be very careful with picking your pockets and what you're doing. You got to limit your activity in the country if you really want to be safe. Apart from that, I think another premium citizenship, which a lot of people cannot afford, but if they could, I think would be a #1 Plan B citizenship, which is Jordan. The reason why I keep talking positively about Jordan is because the people are very nice in Jordan. They're very, when you go to a country, Plan B and the security is one component. The other component is your social interactions, the people and your friends that you make, the communities that you interact with, the food that you eat, the premium services that you get, the products that you can buy. All these things really make you either happy or unhappy when you're spending time in a new country. So Jordan really offers a lot of those conveniences. So these are some of the options, the non-AI options that you can consider at this point in time. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed. Share your thoughts in the comments below if you feel use of AI in immigration is a non-issue, right? You don't care. You might as well go for it. Or you feel a person should stay away from countries that are actively employing AI without fully understanding the consequences of that. All right, catch you in the next one.